Time for Bobby Biracial, baby. 6 biracial people versus 1 secret white person.
Somebody.
We haven't looked at Jubilee in a minute, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait.
We brought together 6 biracial people.
I'm biracial.
I am biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
I'm biracial.
One of them is white. If the group discovers who the liar is,
Bro, this is awesome. This is gonna be awesome. It's also the white lady with the dreads.
they'll split a cash prize.
This. That's it. It's done. Video over.
If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd one out?
I don't even care. I don't even care to watch it. I mean, that's the obvious one.
Should we start with what do you mix with?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what's your ethnic
Yeah.
background?
Basically, my mom is Indian and then my dad is white, so I'm Windian, basically. Yeah.
I'm half Taiwanese, half white.
That's cool. I'm half Korean, half white.
Okay. I'm a fourth black, and then my mom's white. I'm half black and half French, white.
I was kind of suspicious of Daria and Ella. The hair, I felt like it was kind of a distraction, like as a ploy.
I'm half Native American and half Mexican.
Oh. Damn, dude. What the fuck? Wait, hold up. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, dude, hold up. First of all, white according to what? Because I'm fucking white. But if I go to Germany, I'm not. You know what I mean? This is a hard one because anytime someone says they're half native or like a fourth native, anytime someone says a fourth anything, I'm like, okay, that's a little sus. I don't know.
How did your guys' parents meet?
My parents met at a movie theater. My mom was working there and my dad like came in and he just had a crush on her, so he'd always keep coming back and just watching movies. So
It's really wholesome.
yeah.
My dad was a tennis coach at University of Central Missouri, and my mother was an international student learning tennis, so that's how they met.
International student, you threw that in there. Okay, I see it.
She said, oh, you mentioned international students, so I thought she was targeting me, so I thought, okay, maybe she's the mole.
My parents met in grad school. They both went to Georgia Tech. My dad's from Georgia, but my mom immigrated from France to go to grad school in the US. So they just met each other in like the engineering department.
My parents met at a barbecue. My dad was in the military, so he was in Osan Air Base in South Korea. And my mom was at that barbecue because she lived near Osan. She would tell me about it. She was like, yeah, I thought Americans were really weird because your dad showed up in shorts and flip-flops and a button-up tee with like a Russian bear hat, and it was winter. And it was just like, and then you ended up marrying him. She's like, yeah.
My parents met in LA, which is like the mixing pot, so it makes sense.
Come on, bro. She can't be the red herring. She is the herring. Come on. That's so...
I guess, yeah.
She had said that her parents had met in LA, but she didn't really elaborate on that.
She does look half Korean.
Everyone else had kind of gone into more detail about their parents, and I felt like that was a little strange.
My parents are both from Arizona. They met, I would say at a bar, I think. So yeah, my mom is from like the Navajo Nation reservation.
We got through the questions.
Okay, we got through the questions. That's good. I was just noticing that she seemed nervous and she didn't have a lot of details.
On a most simplistic standpoint, Ella looked the whitest, even though obviously it's not truly about that.
We have a three-way tie between Ella, Caitlin, and Daria. You guys are gonna have 30 seconds on the clock to just kind of prove your case.
So my hair, I have an afro normally, but it's all braided and I added in extensions just because it's easier, but I have 4B curls, which I would only know if I was mixed. I get that from my dad. Everything else is white because, I mean, my dad's half Belgian and half black, and then my mom's fully white, so I just unfortunately am Xerox paper and I don't even tan, but it's all in my hair.
is hard, bro. It's hard. It's just like, come on. In the end, it's going to come out that like she's not the one, right? But like she's the one, okay? I'm pulling an executive order here. Okay, even if it doesn't come out that she's the one, she's the one.
Hair, I promise.
My mom's from France. She's from a place called Rennes in Brittany. And then my dad grew up in Devereaux, Georgia. But I actually also grew up in Arizona because they moved there and had me and my younger brother, younger sister. My sister and I are kind of the palest, but my brother actually looks like he's black. So yeah, it's a weird liminal space.
This is what it's like growing up mixed, by the way. Lamont, it sucks.
What I was going to say before is that my mom is from the Navajo Nation Reservation, and my dad is Mexican. He just grew up in Arizona, so, you know, I have equal, like, balances in both, I guess. Yeah.
Not being problematic.
She started, you know, kind of giggling or laughing in her.
Someone in the chat said Jubilee's a firm believer in the one drop rule.
Story.
Oh, no.
There's something suspicious here.
Dang. All right. Good luck, guys.
It's nice talking to you.
The fact that I'm pale, I thought, you know, might have gotten me voted out.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you'd wish to continue the game.
I had a question because you said that you're growing up Quappa, because you're a quarter, right?
Oh, that's what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
That's good to know. Put that on my backpack.
I have a friend that's Quappa, but
Yeah.
I guess like what was that like for you as far as I know as like a biracial person? It's like you feel like an imposter in your own culture sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm the lightest of me and my siblings. I have a younger sister who's like the color of Rihanna, and then my brother is super tan. And so then there's me, white girl with a giant afro, and people are always like, how is your hair so frizzy? I'm like, well, it's curly, it's an afro. You know, explaining to people like who I am. It was hard at times, but then I also was really proud that I got to say like, oh, I'm part black. Like that's why I have this cool hair. But it took me a while to really love who I am.
Have the rest of you guys felt like that before too, or?
One thing I felt is like, I've actually been to India like multiple times, and whenever I go, I'm like the lightest one.
Bro, she can't be the mole. I believe her story. Like I do believe she's 1/4 black. Like, I do. That is so, but like that is a quintessentially white person take to be 1/4 black, and then that's a W for you, brother. We're gonna get you waves ASAP for that W, bro. You can't fucking say that. You literally just said, my mom is her complexion, but she's black, my man. It really be like that sometimes. And then go, that's a W for brother. We're going to get you waves ASAP for that W.
I'm there, so I just don't feel Indian at all, really.
It was a white person take that she's a quarter black. First mod ban incoming. No, I think she is. I believe that she is a quarter black, especially because no one would fucking go on Jubilee and be like, I'm a quarter black if they weren't actually a fucking quarter black and then talk about their hair this much. That's like ridiculous. Unless you're like literally trying to get canceled, okay? But for all intents and purposes, as far as like the social construct of race, she is white.
He said that he had been to India and he just kind of threw that out there. And that felt really quick and just like but there wasn't any detail to the story.
Yeah, for me, being from Colorado, my experience has always been too Asian to be white here in Colorado, but here at UCLA, where I'm at right now, where it's a lot more diverse, I'm feeling like sometimes I'm too
Like,
white
she's
to
not-
be Asian. So
She's not like visibly a minority. You know what I mean? She's not like the cop test. Like no cop. When a cop pulls me over, they don't go, oh, Like, I'm threatened by this dude because he's like visibly Arab or visibly fucking Turkish or visibly Middle Eastern or visibly Muslim. Okay? They might get intimidated because I'm a big dude, but that's it. Right? When a cop pulls her over, they're not like, wow, this person's definitely, you know. Yeah, she's incredibly white passing. Like, incredibly white passing, and has lived a life as a white person, just like I have.
No matter what, I always feel exclusion from one side, and I think that's one of the struggles or like one of the experiences of being biracial.
I don't know. I think when I was younger, I was a little more ambiguous looking. Like people would kind of joke I was like a chameleon growing up because I didn't look the same every couple of years. But it was like, I would always get like made fun of a lot by like other Korean students who would say like, there's like slurs for like biracial people. And so it was always like, oh, people like you just shouldn't exist and stuff like that.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Still here.
I grew up in predominantly white neighborhoods my whole life. And I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Navajo. I never had a quinceañera. So not really like 100% in like each culture.
Yeah. For me, growing up mostly with my mom's family, who's majority white, and then my dad's family lives farther away. So soul food and all that stuff I kind of missed out on, and I got to kind of explore later in life, but that's something that I always wish I had.
I'm glad we all got to talk.
Yeah, that was a good discussion.
His like story was not as consistent. There were some things that had some detail and then some other things that were a lot less detailed.
Damn. Sucks to lose, but it's all good.
Raise your hand if you think the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
When the group eliminated Devin, I think we found them all. I think we're good now.
If the light turns green, that means you have voted the mole out and you all win. However, if the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose.
It's racing.
No shot. If it's the a quarter native girl, I'm fucking yeah, no. It was him, right?
Gas money for everybody.
Yeah.
He wasn't Indian. He was like,
Will the mole please reveal themselves in 3, 2, 1.
oh!
Arab, Middle Eastern, which is technically white in the US.
People from North Africa, so like Egypt, Tunisia, Algeria, etc.
Damn. Okay, that's a Pokemon moment, bro. Lebanese also, like, I mean, her name is Daria. Remember when Pokemon had like, had her natural hair and everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, bro, what do you mean? Like, that's just her natural hair. Like, what the fuck? And people were just like, some people were like pissed off. Other people were like, oh, what the fuck are you doing to your hair? But Lebanese people, very similar to Turkish people in that way, or at least like the Christian Lebanese will say that they are Phoenician, and will get very upset if you say they're Arab. She's probably Muslim Lebanese though, which still technically is like, you know. Yeah, Austin is Lebanese.
People from the Middle East are considered white on the US Census. So it really goes to show how arbitrary the term white is.
They're white too? Ding, ding, ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I am, motherfucker. Bro, why do people not, like, I literally say I'm white all the fucking time. Like literally nonstop. Except, of course, unless I'm saying the C word, in which case Twitter's like, or not Twitter, sorry, Twitch is like, no. EU chatters don't think so. Yeah, EU chatters are like, you're not white, you're Turk. You're Turk roach.
The ways in which it's applied to people.
I always think it's silly that on the census it's, you know, black, white, Asian. The categories are so limited. And so when I'm doing the census, I just put white because I look like I'm white.
As I would. I mean, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, do you? Hey, listen. I mean, she is, but also technically is 1/4 black. But she is actually white, though.
It just goes to show you that no matter what somebody looks like you could be biracial. Like your hair, I would have thought, okay, I could believe that you're mixed because you have the curly hair, but you never know.
Yeah.
Is as black as you are POC? Yeah, I mean, I'm not.